From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And how about finding this guy without a home? Signed as a free agent this past week.
Doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not sure how you felt about it, but I thought he would have had a home a long time before this. And now, just find a way to put it in his hands and let him run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They run. It's Tucker. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Sean Tucker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Anders Carlson now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They defer to Brown to start the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Sullivan got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Bengals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Trying to move the pocket there. Out to the right on the bootleg, but nothing develops. And he's forced to just throw this one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. That is incomplete.
That's what what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second and 3. Man open left side as well. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Chase, the motion man right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Third and 4. This is Brown going up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A short throw to Musgrave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, held back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on third.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Musgrave's got it out right. And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Tucker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And here's Brad Robbins now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw caught by Musgrave. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there. And now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Algier will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Carlson on for the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Packers 28, Bengals 0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Taken at the goal line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Schwartz. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Motion man is Schwartz. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bengals nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught once again by Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be it.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Fighting through it, he's got space. Inside the 10, and he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and send Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down. Run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They give it to Brown. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And they'll try and run. Here's Jefferson. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat. There he goes left side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Strong running at the 30. And he's taken down inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with Algier. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
from 3 yards out.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bengals 13. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. An inside give, Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now back to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And the give to Brown on the option.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Well, he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we give this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Handing it off to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Right back to Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
from 10 yards out.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bengals have recovered it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, a give to Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.